Hi and welcome back. It's Sarah from Sarah is So Creative, and today I'm going to work on a fun little project involving some resin. What is that under my car? I guess it's a squirrel. Ugh. I have been actually out running this morning, and so that's why my hair is still wet, and it's finally the first day of sun we've seen in, I would say, over a week. So I am trying to spend it outside as much as I can. And so today's project I have done in the past, but I kind of wanted something easy to do today because it's a very busy day actually. I have all kinds of after school activities to do with my kids. But sometimes I get this little thing in the back of my head and it says, you must do a craft. You must be creative today. So I thought I would videotape this one and show you what it's all about. So what the craft is making crystals using resin. And this is what the crystals can look like. This one has a little piece at the top so you can put a necklace through it. My daughter made this one actually. And they're pretty fun. When they come out of the mold, they're completely hard. They will not break. This one does have some bubbles in it, but you can easily get those out. And also they can be sanded down a little bit to take off rough edges and shined up. So what you need for this project is resin. And I'm going to use this easy cast resin. I have 2 giant bottles that my husband bought me for Christmas, and those I use for bigger projects, but these bottles are small and they're just easier to use. You are going to need some molds, and some of the molds that I use look like these. They're silicone molds, so everything comes out really easily. I also have, ooh, can't really see that, these silicone molds, different shapes, and then I have a whole bag made for crystals. The other thing you're going to need, and I guess I dropped them, is 2 disposable cups, and once you've used the cups, they're not usable anymore, so they need to be, you know, a cup that you don't care about and that you can toss in the trash. And then you need some stirring sticks. But the first thing we need to do is look for some items to put into our resin mold with the resin. Okay, so right off the bat, something that I like to use in resin is succulents. And these I haven't planted in the ground yet, but they are perfect size for putting into crystals. So let's see, something fairly small, but maybe with some interesting color would be nice. Oh, this piece already had fallen off already. That's pretty cute. Put that in our little cup to save for later. I have never tried any Johnny Jump Ups or violets in my resin, so I think I will try one today. Mushrooms make a really good and kind of cool thing to put in the resin. And if I can find one, I'll grab it. If not, there's always next time. Okay, I moved inside because I have this neighbor out back who's incredibly nosy. So once I started filming, she decided that she was going to rake right behind me and listen into what I had to say. Oh, this woman. So what you're going to need to do is mix equal parts of part A and equal parts of part B together. Pretty simple. If you don't get them exactly right, though, the resin may not harden, and that becomes an issue. So mix a little of this. And then I'm going to put the hardener in here and make sure I have the same amount. Looks to be about good. And then I'm gonna add one to the other. And try to get as much out as you can. After this, you mix it for 2 minutes and then pour it over your molds and whatever you have put in your mold. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up for 2 minutes. And it will look cloudy in the beginning, but after the 2 minutes, it should clear out. If it hasn't cleared, keep stirring. Okay, so my molds are ready. I've placed the flowers just the way I want them. And then I'm going to just pour the resin right over the tops. Okay, it's all mixed up. It's a little bit bubbly, but that's okay. The bubbles will work their way out. So we gently start pouring. It's fiddly. It's also a very fun project. Not one I would particularly recommend for kids though, because it takes kind of a steady hand. My kids have done it, but they didn't really want to do it again. Okay. Now is the time if you want to put any little eye hooks or anything like that to make it into a pendant. You want to put that in before the resin dries. Another thing that I thought was cool is this right here was extremely purple when I put it in. And now all the color has turned to this amazing blue. It's pretty cool. The bleeding heart is now a black heart. The bubbles can work themselves out. Also, as it starts to dry, you can give it a little tap, 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 and the bubbles will hopefully rise to the surface. And you can also blow on it slightly and the bubbles will pop, or get yourself a heat gun made for resin. I'm going to come back later and update you, and when I take them out of the molds, I'll give you a shout. Okay, so it is the next day, and the rain has returned. So I'm spending the day in the house, playing with some crafts and things. So it looks as though everything has dried. All the resin appears to have dried. It took a while, I think because it's been so humid. It took a little longer than usual. So I'm going to show you them as I take them out of the molds. So this is what they look like completely dry in the molds. And then we'll just go ahead and pop the first one out. It's so satisfying to take these out. Oh, it's pretty. So this is a succulent. And it even has its little roots. And then it has this little piece at the top so I can string it through a necklace. And they're completely solid now. This has a few little bubbles caught into it, but it's okay. It's still pretty. So that's the first one. And then here, I'll see if you can watch while I open the others, because it's like, oh, so satisfying. Oh, this is a pretty one. So this was the bit that was like a fern leaf type. Let's see if you can see it against the skin. That looks pretty cool. One large bubble in there, but that's okay. No biggie. I'm going to be wearing them probably, or who knows what we'll do with them. But And then the next one was a dandelion, and I've never done a dandelion, so we'll see how that comes out. Pop that right out. And the dandelion is cool. It's changed color, so it's more of a brown now, but still kind of neat. You can see that. Probably one I won't wear, but still kind of cool all the same. And then my favorite ones that I was working on, this violet right here, it went from a purple to a blue to a yellow. So let's see how it looks when we pull it out. And these molds are a little more sticky, I feel like. Oh, that's pretty. Very cool. So that's what the violet looks like. Hard to see it on video, I think, because it's so pale. That's the other side there. And that's the final little crystal. And that has a piece of grape hyacinth in it, which was purple and turned to this sort of a gold color. It got a little damaged on the way out of the silicone because it's really hard to get stuff out of this type of silicone. But anyhow, that is it for my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. I hope to have a few more really cool videos coming up in the next week or so. So I will talk to you soon. Bye!